Hi you guys, welcome back to Lifting Jelly. I am currently dealing with plateauing, and not just with my weight, but also my performance in the gym and my nutrition and just finding the balance between all of these things. I just wanted to kind of share where I'm at with my journey as of right now and how I'm learning to deal with it. So basically, let me run it down for you guys. I am, as you can see from my previous videos, I've been trying to dial in nutrition. I've been trying to lose a certain amount of weight. I was even cutting weight at one point. I have stopped my cutting. I'm giving myself a break for the rest of the year as far as competing in weightlifting goes. I have to go get an MRI for my shoulder in a couple of weeks, and a little nervous of what they might tell me. Worst case scenarios, I would need surgery, and I'm praying that I don't need surgery, and I also feel like I don't need surgery, like it's not that severe, but you never know with these things, so I'm just gonna get it checked out anyway. But I just feel like it's a really good time for me to just take a break. It's not like I've been going super hard at the gym and my coach is at my throat and I'm doing 2 days and 3 days, nothing like that. I just mentally and physically, I need to be at that peak level of performance, and I know that I'm not, and I know that I'm not putting in the work to have good nutrition, to have great performance when I do weightlifting and even when I do CrossFit. So I've also been plateauing in my weight. I am lingering between 165 and 168. I cannot get past these numbers, and I know it's because of my nutrition. I've been meal prepping and don't want to eat it. I have been just eating out a lot, eating too much, eating too many sweets, and I'm just not even, I have no self-control. And I tend to get this way when I don't feel my progress and when I feel shitty and when I feel like I don't want to dedicate myself to any of this. And this has happened to me more than once, but there's always been something to motivate me to get back to work, and I'm just waiting for that sign, waiting for that little bit of motivation from somewhere. So usually when I plateau, it's mostly mental. It's just something that knocks me off my game, and then I'm like, oh shit, I can't get back to where I was, it's gonna take more work, and then I have this mentality of, oh, I'll just start Monday, or oh, I already messed up for the day, I'll just mess up the rest of the day as well. I just kind of throw in the towel, instead of pushing through, and I kind of dwell in my failures and dwell in my negativity, and it's really unhealthy, especially for an athlete. Just even as an individual, it's not a good habit to have, and I'm working on being more positive and finding little motivating factors throughout my day. But some things that have worked for me in the past is, one, recognizing the issue of your plateau. Why did you stop seeing progress? Because most often it's within ourselves. It's not like, our routine is too regular, or our body's too used to nutrition, or we're just at a point where this is as much weight as we'll lose and we won't get any leaner. That's usually not the case. It's something that went wrong somewhere. You fell off of your routine, and that's definitely been the case for me. I've been under a lot of stress. I have not been motivated at all. One negative thing ruins my whole training day and ruins my whole day in general. I just need to stop. I need to stop being such a baby and suck it up and get back to work. So, number one is recognizing the issue, what's causing your plateau. Second thing is, after you find out what's wrong with that, you need to come up with a plan. If I know that my plateau is because of my nutrition, I'm not going to be like, okay, well, I just got to work on eating better. I'm going to start setting goals. I need to drop X amount of weight, or I need to be at X body fat percentage, or, I need to be at these numbers, at these inches, at this weight, whatever, by this date. And so I've noticed that when I do little check-ins, I would say, with myself, setting a goal, on this day I need to weigh this much, on this day I need to weigh this much, on this day I need to weigh this much. It keeps me on track. On this day I need to meal prep. On this day I need to go to the store and re-up so I can meal prep for next week. On this day I can treat myself to something, but just one meal, not the whole day. So I really need to pinpoint how my days are going to turn out, and I also need to pinpoint little check-ins and ways for me to track my progress. Because if I see progress, I see progress, if that makes sense. That makes no sense probably. But when I see it visually, that's when I will see the results physically. For me, I need to plan stuff like that out. It keeps me on track. I just can't rely on myself to just do it on my own. I need to be accountable, and I need something visually or some type of goal to work towards, or else I lose sight of it. Number 3 is finding a motivating factor again. And I've had several. In the past, it's been to cut a certain amount of weight for a meet. It's been to lift this amount of weight by this date. It's been to train for a CrossFit competition. I'm not that person that's just like motivated by having a good routine. I need to reward myself, I need to see progress, and I need to have a little bit of a deadline. Like that pressure to make it by a deadline is really what helps motivate me to do better and to hit my goals. And some people don't need that much of a push, and others do, and I'm that person. Like, I will be a lazy son of a gun if I do not have a goal to work towards, or I don't have any, motivation. Those are just a few ways that I work through my plateau. It's really hard for me to get back on track, but as long as I make a plan, I have that goal in mind that I can see in my future, and I'm able to put the blame where it belongs, that's the beginning step for me to correct what's been going on and surpass my plateau. Me stepping away from the weightlifting platform is really going to allow me to build up my conditioning, build up my strength again. Once I figure out what's wrong with my shoulder, I can figure out the best way to get back to training. And hopefully those are, quick tips that you can utilize for your plateau. It may not always be nutrition and weight, it may just be mindset. And when that happens, you need to take a step back from what you're doing and assess yourself and see what's going on. I'm hoping to get back at it, and I'm hoping to overcome this plateau. So I will talk to you guys next time. Feel free to hit me up with your stories, and I will talk to you guys later.